This magic moment is so different and so new. Was like any other until I kiss you. From North Carolina, really. Like I say, we came to New York. My dad went into restaurant business. We moved into Harlem, and I remained there through all my teen years. I was discovered there in Harlem. My dad had a restaurant on 119th Street, 8th Avenue. And there was a fellow who lived directly across the street from him by the name of Lover Patterson, who more or less managed all the local groups in the area. Anybody that looked like they might have a talent, Lover Patterson had them in hand somehow. And he came over to the store one day looking for a baritone singer, and he kind of talked to me about it, and I told him I really didn't sing professionally, which I wasn't interested in that. So he came back a few times, and I said, well, I can do baritones. We brought the group by, and we rehearsed for a short while. Before you know it, I was in the group Qualified Crowd. That's an era of music that's totally missed and never will come again, unfortunately. They play around at it, but it was serious then. It was serious to the point where it kind of keep you out of trouble and definitely go get some girls. So you had that kind of thing going. You're out of trouble, you're getting some girls. But it was a thing that you can kind of build your little reputation on. Each block, whether it be 3 or 4 apart, would have their own little doo-wop group. You challenge them, you go in their neighborhood to see how tough they are. Very much like kids go in there fighting today. We used to go in there and do the battle with the vocal cords. That was a lot of fun. You know, we used to, like I say, do the Moonglows harmony, which is some of the hardest harmony in the world. Is trying to do some harmony from the Moonglows. We used to do all that. I wasn't aware of the fact that I could write until I got involved with the Five Crowns. And the only reason I found that I could write then, the guy that was the manager, again, going back to talk about Lover Patterson, he gave me some words. He says, make sense of this. I said, what? You know, then he showed me the pattern of what it takes to make sense of it, and I kind of fell into that. I said, oh, this is how I do it. It's no more just like writing poetry, really, that format. There goes my baby, moving on down the line, wondering where she's from. Going back through the first part of my life musically is starting off with a song called There Goes My Baby. I wrote that song by accident. I was just fiddling around with some paper. I really wrote it. I said by accident. There was a guy by the name of D. Clark who passed away a couple years ago. He had a song called I Don't Want Nobody Else But You. No one thrills me the way you do. And I was listening. I said, wow, I love this song. Then I started singing, there goes my baby, to the tail end of Living On Down. As he's singing what he's singing, I'm shouting, there goes my baby, leaving on down the line. And all of a sudden I started putting it to paper. I said, oh. And I found out I could write that song. I wrote it, and that was the first hit with strings, as a matter of fact, with the business. Like we all do, we all sing tunes to ourselves. We don't do it for professional reasons. We just do it because we like it, whether we're listening to the Platters on the jukebox. In that time, see, I'm listening to jukebox. You guys don't know about that kind of thing. I'm listening to a jukebox with great people like the Teenagers and the Platters and the Coasters, the Five Satins, all these fabulous groups that came long before I got involved with the business. And I'm listening to those guys, of course, singing along with them. And I had a school group called the 4Bs, myself, Billy, Benny, and Bobby. And we had a little school program group. We used to go and do all the little things in the auditorium with and stuff like that. Oh, Lord, baby, all alone, I'm looking for my baby. There goes my baby. There goes my baby. There is a rose in Spanish Harlem. You have one of the greatest theaters here called the Howard. And then you had like the Uptown in Philly. You had the Apollo in New York. We as a people had the best musical outlets of anybody ever given musical outlets. We had, they used to refer to it as a chitlin route. Nothing to compare, even to this day. Nothing. The reason why most of the guys out of my era learned so much and became so great is because we were all on one bus, talking to each other about how to fix your routine. And when we got to the theater, we were all able to sit there and watch you put that in action where we say, hey man, if you correct this, you really be bad. I learned from people like Count Basie, Billy Eckstein, Sam Cooke, Jackie Wilson. These are my teachers. Not that they watch me go and they talk to me when I came off stage. That's what happens backstage, to bring you back to the question you asked. Backstage, not just at the bar, anyway. That's what happened on a bus with at least 10 to 15 acts with hit records, every one of them. Going into the South, where you cannot go in any front door of anything. Going and setting up where you go after you get off the bus into several people's home in black areas to be able to sleep for the night. But we had that kinship among us that brought music to where it is today. See, the guys don't know about this, what we're talking about. They ride and drink, having caviar and drinking champagne. They ain't suffered nothing, man. We know what the business really gave us. That's why we can give back. It's a game today, man. It's a game. It's like on a conveyor belt, man. Making them like that. There's not many soulfuls out here today. I'm going to pick that rose and watch her as she grows. The most outstanding story with me backstage at the Apollo, I have so many of them, but one that always stands out was the first time I saw Otis Redding coming to the Apollo Theater. He was very nervous, and he had a habit of closing his eyes and actually walking on stage with his eyes closed. That's how nervous he was. And I was standing there, so he said, how do you go out there and open your eyes, man? Just open them, man. Just open your eyes. I said, the trick that I do, I don't look at the people, I look at the door. I look beyond the people at the door. And that way the people think you're actually looking at them, but you're looking over their heads and you're looking right at the door. And you don't get nervous because you're not making eye contact. You just keep singing to the door until you're familiar with your feeling of being comfortable where you are in the position you are. And then drop your eyes to the audience and see what's going on down there. And it worked for him. The first thing you're missing is kinship among your other entertainers. That's the first thing you're missing. If I was thought to be depressed in my time as a young man, there would be an elderly to come up and ask me, what's wrong? Today, I'm leery to approach a young dude out here today. First of all, I got to get around his bodyguards. I don't know what a bodyguard looks like. I got to get around his bodyguards. And they have a super tube, because they got to protect the money. I don't be touching that. But I would like to approach someone just to say, hey, I didn't get here in 42 years by accident. 22 of them was, because I was just flopping and flipping and going all over the place. But the other 20, I took very serious about my craft, my career, my health, my direction, my family. My family. Because by accident, I found out how I could feed my family in this that I do for fun. I say people are people. Today, in the business, that if it's not a platinum record and $1 billion, it's not. So the gift, they make it secondary. This is the gift. This is it. It was given to you freely. We talk with it, but all of a sudden you open your mouth and you're singing it. This is a gift. And they treat this like, oh, if I don't make $1 billion with it, man, ain't nothing. No, man, that's a gift. You do this in the shower. That's a gift. And once they get a load of the gift, man, other things become less important. I don't say that money isn't important. I don't think that you should take it to the point where it becomes a cure-all for all things, because it's not. Enjoy your music. It's as so needed today. In whatever aspect it is, it's so needed. Kids need it bad. When you shut out music, will explode in a second. Music is a very, very valuable piece of rock. People were